Everybody, David here, Burleyman 40. Happy International Pipe Smoking Day, 2013. I'm smoking my Sassini Paul. If you can see that bird's eye grain on there, it is beautiful. If you can't see it, it's beautiful. My first smoke of this pipe. Inside of it, I'm smoking a fantastic blend. Blue Chip from Strauss Tobacconist. I wish I was able to send a pound of that to everybody here in the community. For you all to try and enjoy. It's just that good. I would love to share it with everybody. But I'll smoke it for those of you who can't. And it's great to know we can lift our pipes together today. This pipe is in honor of the memory of Mr. John Macon, Old Pipe Pops. He is greatly missed, but still here in our hearts. Fortunately, his videos are still here on YouTube for us to watch and enjoy and learn from. So here's to Old Pipe Pops. And like so many other folks here in the community, I'm going to give my attempt at saying thank you to some folks. I think the original recommendation from Mr. Jonathan Wundt, 1972, was to pick a couple people and thank them for what they've done in the community. It is so tough to choose any number of people because my list could go on and on. But I've had an idea that I've wanted to do for a video, something that I guess for about a month now I've wanted to do. Since our last, which was our first, Cincinnati Pipe Club meeting. After the meeting, several of us got together for some food. And while we were there, a few of the folks in attendance shot some video responses for a contest that was going on. And this is leading into sort of the catalyst for why I wanted to do this video. And it comes right back again to Mr. Jonathan Wundt, 1972. Sister Skipsy was doing her video, and Mr. Andrew Jason Lee and I were sitting in the background while she was shooting her video. And when I later watched her video after she'd uploaded it, it was so cool to me I watched the video and then saw in the comments from Jonathan saying that he saw Andrew and David in the background, Andrew and myself in the background, and found himself waving at the camera. So here's my wave back, brother. But it really struck me at that moment to read that comment and think, here's a guy who's across the pond that saw me in the background of a video and knew my name. To me, that is so cool to think about how this privilege that we've been given to be in this community here on YouTube has made the world smaller and brought it together, and that there's somebody in another land that saw me and knew my name. And that sounds kind of silly, but to think that that I have people that I've had the privilege of getting to know through many of the states here in the United States of America, all across this country, folks in Canada, folks all over North America, in Europe. in Thailand. Just to think of the folks that if I were plopped down in their city and we ran into each other, that someone all those miles away, we would recognize each other. And we would immediately have something in common, something to talk about. It's the briar and the leaf. That we've had glimpses into the inside of each other's lives, and that we could immediately sit down and be like old friends, and we've never met. But through the incredible pipe community, we have folks that we know all around the world. You know, the locations, I could go on, but to me, it really struck me when I saw that comment to realize that, you know, that's one of the unexpected benefits of this community, that it's brought us together, and that if we were to run into one another, which would be so unlikely, that we would immediately just be able to strike a conversation, and you know, there'd be no awkward hi, how are you, what's your name kind of deal. You know, we'd be like old friends, and that is so cool. And it just really struck me to what a blessing I view this community as. To have friends that I would have never ever had the privilege to get to know if it weren't for this community. To have people that I've interacted with on some very, you know, deeply personal levels. Folks I've gotten to meet. Folks that we've exchanged gifts and tobaccos and things with. It just, none of that was stuff that I really thought about going into making my first video or watching those first videos that I watched here on YouTube. And I don't know how to put it into words other than to say what I've said and hope that people are understanding what I'm saying, because it is really just so cool to know each of you guys and gals. You know, to think that there are places now that I want to go that I didn't particularly, you know, have on my list of places I wanted to visit before, but instead of wanting to go to the Grand Canyon or wanting to go see the Eiffel Tower or the Leaning Tower of Pisa, any of those things, now there are people in places that I would love to go visit, and go to those places and just hang out with those people. That far exceeds any landmark that I may have as a destination, but that there are folks that I'd love to get together and hang with. So that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for, I guess really it comes down to this community as a whole. I hope that isn't a cop-out, not picking two, but I'm also going to be starting a series where I'm going to be mentioning, you know, I try to do it, I think, weekly, just sort of the seed is just sort of planted, talking about some folks that have particularly touched me or inspired me in some way, or folks I just want to share something about. And I'll pick some people, maybe some really obscure, lesser known folks like myself, or something that I saw in some of the great guys like the ones everybody knows, like Jay and you know, Holy Smokin' Pipe Padre and Astroman 2112, those kind of guys. It could be anybody and anyone in between, but there are lots of people here that I would like to just let them know what they mean to me. You know, we all did our videos for Old Pipe Pops when he was gone, but I'd like to just take a chance to periodically do videos letting folks know how much they mean to me while they're here. So thanks for watching this way long video at over 9 minutes, but thanks for the idea, Jonathan. You are a great a great guy, a great gentleman, and I'm glad to know you and everyone else here. So we lift our pipes today in unity and in unison, and happy International Pipe Smoking Day to all my brothers and sisters out there. I hope it's been a great one and that you're enjoying lots of pipes and tobaccos and lots of fellowship. So take care of yourselves and put that in your pipe and smoke it. God bless.